How's summer for you guys?
It's been great. We had a pretty short break before we came back and started our preseason, but I think everyone got a little bit of time at home to relax and kind of reset and came back and got back to work.
I feel like what I keep hearing from everyone on this team is how close you guys are after everything you went through in the off season. How do you feel like that's going to translate for you guys in season?
I think it'll translate really well, and I think that's like a super big part of being a good team is how close you are off the court and on the court. And we're all really good friends and just like share these like great memories together, and I think that'll really help come season.
How do you feel entering your senior season?
I'm so excited. I still can't, I mean, everyone says it goes so fast, and then once it happens to you, you're like, yep, they were right. So here I am, my senior year, and I'm just really excited, and I feel more driven and passionate than ever, and I'm just like really excited to keep working hard and just honing in on all my skills, and I'm ready to play.
We've been talking with Amanda and Casey in the past to kind of prepare yourself for your final year. They've already experienced it.
Yeah, Casey and I are pretty close. I talked to her a lot about her senior season, and I still keep in touch with her and talk to her a lot, and I think that's really helpful. Having like close friends like that aren't in your class kind of helps prepare you even before you get there.
How do you see this team compared to the other ones you've been on here?
I think, again, like the biggest part of this team that I love is how close we are, and just like off the court, they're like my best friends, and I just want to, even though like they say you spend so much time on the court, but when we get off, like I still want to spend time with them and hang out with them, and I think that what makes this so much fun, and you just want to grow and work hard together as a team because we're so close, and that's just such a great bond to have as teammates.
Lindsay said you guys are kind of feeding off Coach Ulmer and how loose he is, and obviously he holds you accountable, but a little more freedom that way. I wonder if that attitude can fuel you on the court at all. I mean, just feeling a little freer, a little more positive.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's huge for me. I honestly have a very silly personality, which I don't know if a lot of people know from the outside, but I'm a very silly person, and Matt has a way of having those silly moments too, but also being very like holding us accountable, like you said, which is great to have both sides because it allows us to like have fun while we're playing while still getting better every single day. And come time to play in games, it gives us like the confidence to know that he's always behind us and he makes bonds with us like as people, and then is there for us as players, making us better and pushing us to be our best.
You know, coaches often talk about they're anxious to see young players go from practice to games.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any player-wise, are you anxious to see how he is once the games actually start versus this?
No, honestly, we know Matt very well, and I mean, he's been our assistant coach too, so we've been with him in game situations, and we know him and we trust him, and come game time, he'll be the same person that he has always been towards us, just behind us, pushing us to be better. We trust him, he trusts us, and I think it'll be great game experiences.
What are some of your personal goals for this season?
You know, my ultimate goal is to be an All-American, which I have said openly to my team and my coaches, and they know that. But I try not to focus on the results and rather just like the process and working hard and just doing what I need to do to be successful, and then the results will follow.
Coach said he wants to see you guys just bring a more consistent effort, that if you can sustain your peaks longer, you guys can be pretty dangerous, but that's been an issue. I wonder if your experience, if your maturity as a team can help sustain that, and just how much of a difference could that make?
Yeah, I think it's great that we just have one freshman coming in, so we have a group that's been together and meshes well together and is prepared. And so in terms of consistency, I think we're working really hard on that to get better and like be there every day. We had a talk today actually with our coach about consistency and just showing up every day and how much harder we do need to work to be consistent so we can win. And we can't have these in and outs, and we all know that, and we're going to do our best to make sure that we are consistent all the time.
With the new coaching structure, do you guys feel like you're, like amongst your teammates, have you noticed that girls are more able to speak up or ask for feedback?
I think in general, like the environment now while we're playing is just very, I don't know if lighthearted is the right word, because we're very driven and very determined to get better, but it's just a different feeling of like, it's just like happier, and in terms of speaking up, I think there is more talk throughout the gym and like asking for feedback. But just in general, the feel inside this arena while we're practicing, it feels really good. Like Coach Ulmer is on us a lot, like trying to make us get better and stuff, but not in a way that makes us feel kind of bad or anything. It's just like very positive and like constructive criticism. So yeah.
Thanks, Taylor.
Thank you.